Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget to check out Doggy Diamonds No Filter, the actual audio version of this podcast that can be heard on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, as well as SoundCloud. All the links to that is right in the description box below. Just go down there and pick your, I won't say poison because it ain't poison. Anyway, for only $100, I'll promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggydiamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. And listen, if you're not getting the alerts, if you're not getting what you need, or you missed a video, or it might have been a video out that you didn't see, it's your fault. You just got to make sure you go to www.theinterviewking.com, sign up for the email list. You're going to get the new content directly to your Gmail email from me. Let's go. Beat sound clear today for some reason. Why I sound so clear? I sound clear to me. I don't know what. I gotta change the wire on these headphones. Gotta remind myself to do that. Go to Five Below and get a new wire. I probably got one around here. You know what, me? I got a wire somewhere. Anyway, it is Monday evening, going on Tuesday. I said Sunday. Going into Tuesday. I was thinking about Taco Tuesdays. That's what happened. I like tacos. I like quesadillas too. Yes, I like cheese and I like chicken. I'm not a vegan. I'm not. Hopefully y'all all having a good day. Good night. You know, we're going to talk about some things tonight, you know, as I do. Put things in the proper perspective. All right. It's the only thing about it is a little roomy in here. That bothers me a little bit. I gotta put, you know what? Oh, I got it. I know what I gotta do. I gotta put something right there because it's too, you know what? I could get one of them things too. I think that sit right here to where it'll stay right here. Cause that's the issue. Like it's roomy in here and I don't like the roominess. But I like quesadillas. I like chicken quesadillas. I like chicken and I like cheese. I don't eat cheese every day and I don't eat chicken every day. But I love chicken quesadillas, especially from an authentic Mexican restaurant. So shout out to y'all, man. I want to talk to y'all about some stuff. You know, I see I gotta be the resident put things in perspective about life, about the things that we go through, about the things that bother us, that, you know, that we go through on a day-to-day basis. So that's what I want to do with y'all on my channel. You know, we're going to mix the hip hop in. We're going to mix a lot of things in there. But I really want to talk to y'all about some of the things that you might be going through psychologically that's bothering you. Because I'm a person who been through a lot psychologically, going through a lot psychologically, going to go through more things. And the best thing to do is when you're going through stuff is to be able to talk and listen at the same time. So that I'm able to talk, y'all are able to listen. No, I don't mean to talk about food at this time. I promise you. I'm sorry, because I know people who fight them late night food demons. I know what it's like to go through that, and I definitely know what it's like to be fighting that. I apologize. Let me just see something on YouTube because I want to see if my whatchamacallit is on too. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I want to talk to y'all about self-sabotage and are you disturbing your peace? You know, sometimes we be like, I want my peace. I just want my sanity. I want peace. Well, do you have your peace and are you giving your peace up? Is it somebody else or is it you? So we need to discuss things like that because I think sometimes we put too much, we give people too much power over us, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, or how we feel when it's you. Truthfully, it's you. So I want to go through that with y'all because y'all like me, we all human, right? Sometimes I self-sabotage my shit. Matter of fact, I do it every day. And I'm trying to find the ground to stop. I'm a work in progress, But I want to go through some things that that y'all might be going through. So first of all, what is self-sabotaging? So let's go through that really quick. Hold on. Here we go. What does it mean to self-sabotage? Self-sabotage is when people do or don't do things that block their success or prevent them from accomplishing their goals. It can happen consciously or unconsciously. Self-sabotaging behaviors can affect our personal and professional success as well as our mental health. So, on my channel, mental health is very important to me. Talking about mental health is important to me. In all facets, good, bad, and different. Mental health is also a lot of times disguised as people thinking that you have paranoid schizophrenia, you talk to yourself, or you hear voices. That's not what mental health is. If you have a panic attack or anxiety attack and you go get professional help, they'll send you to psych. So even if if you're a little jittery, you're a little anxious, they'll send you to psych, and you'll be like, psych? What I'm going to psych for? Because that's considered to be mental health. They consider anxiety, even though it could be something in your body, something you ate, something you thought, something you drank, something you saw that can trigger anxiety. If you don't know how to quell it, if you don't know how to bring it down, and your heart is racing and you having an anxiety attack, a panic attack, they're going to send your ass to psych. And you're going to be like, I'm not crazy. So mental health has nothing to do with being crazy, right? Mental health has nothing to do with being crazy. I think we're all afraid to be crazy. We're all afraid to be called crazy because many times when you're making the most sense and you speak to people about things that might be bothering you or something, that's the things that people use as a defense mechanism. They call you crazy, especially when you know exactly what you're talking about. You say something, they'll say, oh, you're crazy. And you'll be like, am I crazy? That's called gaslighting. So a lot of times when you speak to people and you know the facts, you know what you know you're not full of shit, and people will say you crazy. So you start sitting there thinking yourself, and you start thank you, Don Eugene. You start thinking that you might be crazy based off of what somebody's telling you, but you're right and exact. You're not crazy. So that's mental health. So we confuse mental health with being crazy. We think crazy is what we all get called when we right. Did you notice that? Like when you wrong, nobody calls you crazy, but when you right, that's when people call you crazy. When you spot on, that's when somebody say you're crazy. And I'm like, how am I crazy if it's the damn truth? What the hell is this on my shirt over here? Oh, this is the thing. I thought it was. I'm like, what the hell is that on my shirt? So there's nothing wrong with you. You're not crazy. Being observant doesn't make you crazy. It just makes you observant. Being observant doesn't make you nosy either. You just observe. Being observant is a gift because some people don't have the gift to observe. Some people don't have the gift to be able to digest what they're actually what they're seeing, right? So the fact that you're able to observe and look around and see stuff and foresight is deep, because I have foresight, which is not a good thing. Sometimes with foresight, you can also manifest things, and you can also predict things in a bad way, or you can drive yourself crazy. And this is the things with self-sabotage. So many of you might have something that you want to do. You might want to lose weight. You want to start your YouTube channel. You want to start walking more. You want to start drinking more water. It's many things that you want to do. You know what you want to do. But something is stopping you from doing it. And the only thing stopping you from doing it most of the time is you, because you come up with an excuse of why you don't do it, but nobody cares about your excuse. Just really think about it. If you want to lose weight, right? This is because I'm always big on, weight loss and health, right? So if you want to lose weight and you feel like you're a porker and you want to lose weight and you say you want to lose weight, you think anybody cares that you want to lose weight or not? Most of the people don't really care if you lose weight. Most of the people don't want you to lose weight, because if you lose weight, look at the potential that you might have, because they might look at you and say, damn, he She was bad when she was smaller, but she got a little heavy, so I ain't got to worry about her because, a lot of times dudes ain't going to be feeling the fat girl. Sometimes you have friends like that who want you to be the fat girl. Sometimes you have homies that want you to be the big guy because they might be a little, they might have a little, be a little cut up, might have a little six pack, a little slender. So they want you to be the big guy because the big guy don't get no girls. Or when it come to me and you, I'ma get the girls because, I got the six pack. So a lot of times you are fighting yourself because you say, starting Monday, I'm about to do this. Well, guess what? It's Monday. And then when Monday comes, you say, nah, I'm going to start Tuesday. Then Tuesday comes, you say, you know what? I'm just going to start fresh next week. Next week comes, you say, you know what? For the summer, you are self-sabotaging because you're saying something that you want to do that you're actually not ready to do. You have to be ready. You have to train your mind. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. You can't say you're ready. You have to be ready. Your mind has to be ready. Your body has to be ready. And your spirit has to be ready. And a lot of times people are not ready because you're just not ready. You think it's something that you need to do in the form of competition or in the form of feeling better, but it's not something you want to do. Never do something that you don't want to do. Do something that you need to do or you want to do. That's what self-sabotage is. You bullshitting yourself, right? Because if you're overweight and you have ailments as far as you might be diabetic or your pressure might be out of control or you just might be just a damn slob who got sleep apnea or you got all these ailments that's weight related, right? That's weight related. Nobody really gives a fuck. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It hurts. Yo, it hurts. It's not even nothing to be proud of. I'm laughing out of, I think, more of pain than I'm laughing of it being funny. It hurts. But I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Nobody cares about you. I'm just being real with you. Nobody cares about you. Where we at in the culture, I tell y'all this, you can just be replaced. But you don't fulfill any void that you leave, they're going to fill the void of you with something else. So nobody really cares. So if you have to lose weight, if you die from a sudden heart attack or your sugar is up and you go into a coma or something, people gonna cry, they gonna mourn. But listen, bros, they gonna try to fuck your girl, they gonna fuck your wife. If your daughter's of age, they gonna fuck your daughter. People gonna argue over your stuff. Nobody really cares about you. That's why you gotta care about you. You have to find a way, dig down inside and care about you. Because if you don't care about you and you show you don't care about you, who the fuck is gonna care about you? That's why I don't like when people tell me to be humble. I have humility. I show humility every day of my life, but it's certain things that I'm not going to have humility about because why should I run from my greatness? Why should I not say that I'm great at something? Why should I dumb myself down or squeeze into a small space because you feel inferior because I said I'm great? Me being great don't mean that you're not. I'm just speaking for me. And a lot of times people are like, oh, you need to be humble. Humble, to me, humble has just has racial undertones to it. And it's just people really insecure. I'm not being humble about nothing. If I'm great at some shit, I'm going to state my claim. Yo, I'm great at this. You know what I'm saying? I'm great. And why should I be humble? Again, it's very, very weird. But a lot of times, you know what you need to do. And then sometimes you're disturbing your own peace. You're a glutton for your own punishment. Listen, sometimes on the other side of that phone call, it's trauma coming. It's bullshit coming. Everything tells you not to pick up, right? Everything tells you not to pick up. You know what's coming. You know that this phone call that the other person on the other line of the phone is going to trigger you. They're going to bother you. They're going to send you into a state that's going to anger you. But you pick up the phone. That's called self-sabotage. That's called self-sabotage. You get a text from somebody. The text is not warm and fuzzy. You reply to the text. And then now you're engaging in some shit that you don't even have to engage in. That's called self-sabotage because it's for your mental health. It's for your growth. Listen, you don't fuck with me, fine. All right? You don't fuck with me. You gave me every indication that you don't fuck with me. It ain't that I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. You've done shit to me. You've said shit to me. And you've done things that you know will bother me, but you don't care. So there's no way that you can tell me you give a fuck about me, or people just say, oh, I like you, but not like that, or, well, you know, all the weird shit. But look at what you're doing, and it's directed at me. I know it's directed at me, because you got a lot of people who cap, right? Who cap for social media. They got their little hashtags, they got their little pictures. It should be cap, because anything that you're comfortable with and you're happy with, nobody needs to know that shit. Nobody needs to know that shit. So, you know, I didn't know that I was supposed to document my life. I didn't know I was supposed to document every purchase, every vacation, every if I got some good head or something like that. I didn't know I was supposed to document all this shit. I didn't know that I was supposed to get validation from strangers. Now, I do have things that are my personal accomplishments that I'm happy with, and I want to share with people for motivational purposes. But I know when people are doing shit to cap. Now, if you choose to look at cap and it's going to trigger you for you to say cap, then is it them or is it you? It's you. You are self-sabotaging your peace and your happiness. And you shouldn't let anybody do that. So I've been learning to practice the art of just ignoring shit. Just ignore it. Okay? Because if this is what you're doing and you're so happy about what you're doing, or, you know, yeah, you just got a new car, salute. I mean, am I supposed to get mad? You know, salute. Congratulations. So when you say to people, congratulations, they kind of don't know how to take it because they're like, huh? I thought you was going to be mad. Well, you don't control me or my emotions like that. People know how to trigger you. People know what's going to bother you. And when they get to a point where they don't give a fuck if it bothers you or not, they don't care about you. That's it. They don't care. So when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. They can't tell you something. Actions speak louder than words. Body language. I told y'all last night, people are mad at you for the shit they did to you, and your reaction made them mad because you didn't react the way they wanted you to react. Or what they did was they did something to trigger you. They did something to trigger you. When you react, that's what they needed, was your reaction to say, see, that's why. But they never think about what they initially did to bother you. That's people fucking with your peace. That you allowing people to fuck with your peace. I tell women all the time. I have exes who moved on with other guys and other shit, and I guess I was supposed to feel away or whatever. And I used to always say, listen, that nigga ain't sticking his dick in me. He's sticking his dick in you. I don't own your pussy. So what am I going to feel bad about? Like, I don't feel bad about that. I might feel bad about you being deceptive and lying about shit. That's what bothers me. But as far as somebody else smashing, I don't go that way. So shit don't bother me, you know? And if you let shit bother you, it's going to bother you. If you think too much, it's going to bother you. So what you do, you take some of this energy that you have that you're thinking about shit and it's bothering you, and you say, okay, I need to transfer it because the energy is there. The energy never dies. The energy doesn't go anywhere. You transfer the energy. Where could I put this energy at? You know what? I need to be editing. Why am I not editing? You not editing is, and then you start getting on yourself and you start kicking yourself in the ass. That's what I do. That's what I use for motivation. I kick myself in the ass. I say, you know what? You got 251,000 subscribers. Well, maybe if you do some editing and you put out that damn footage or you go live and you do this, the subscribers will grow. So I take some of the energy that I would be wasting on bullshit people, bullshit thoughts and bullshit things and say, you know what? I got to take that energy and make it more constructive. I don't want to cap though. We are all human. So we do have times where we are at a low point. We do have times where we just thinking too much. We do have times where woulda, coulda, shouldas, what ifs. But that shit is not reality. It's not reality. Reality is here right now. Reality is me that I could fall out this chair. Reality is me that I could drink this water. You know, all the other shit, you know, that's not reality. So once you focus on being the greatest version of yourself and doing for you, the way you see everything will change because that shit don't matter. I'm doing me. I'm doing for me. So that's why a lot of times I just worry about my paper. I worry about my product. I worry about myself and my brand. And I'm very protective because nobody helped me build this shit. Nobody helped me. If anything, people who I allowed to fuck with me and my brand could have fucked my shit up. So I'm very protective of, you know, myself and my brand because again, I'm a brand. I'm a walking billboard. If I wear a shirt and tell people to buy it, people gonna buy the shirt. If I wear certain things, people gonna do that. So you have to carry yourself a certain way, right? Some people don't give a fuck, right? Some people are here for because they got a mouth. Some people are here. They don't even know why they're here. They don't even know why they make music. They don't know why they on a platform. They don't know why they have YouTube. They don't know. They're just here and surprised that they're here, so they utilize that. But me, I know my purpose. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm here. I'm here to, I don't want to say heal people because I don't think people are sick, right? I think people are misguided. So I'm here to take my vision and try to let you be able to see things through my eyes and guide you in the right direction because all is mental, right? All battles are won and lost in your head. All battles are won and lost in your head. If I say right now, I'm going to take this gun and go clap something, then that's what I'm going to do. If you tell your body, if your mind tells you, yo, go, 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 then you're going to go. But if your mind say don't go, then you're not going to go because the mind control the body don't control the mind. So a lot of times it's 2 a.m, you say, damn, I got them 2 pieces of chicken in the refrigerator. I'm going to go eat them 2 pieces of chicken. You told yourself to go eat that chicken. Your legs didn't just get up and just go to the refrigerator and the chicken didn't levitate to where you at. You said just to yourself, I'm going to eat that chicken. So like you said, you're going to eat it. You can say, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat that chicken. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Why I'm not going to do that? Because it bothers me. It hurts me. It doesn't make me feel good. And there's nothing wrong with saying that shit. People, yo, could you want to come through? Nah. Why? Because I don't feel good when I'm there. It's nothing personal with you, but it's just something about the mood. It's just something about the energy. It's just something about it just, I don't feel good. And I got to protect myself. And I think a lot of times we don't protect ourselves because we looking to appease, we're looking to fit in, and we're looking to create moments and memories that don't mean shit to the person that you're looking to create that with because they think it's replaceable and they can create it with somebody else. Man, woman, and child. You know, it could be one of the homies. You know, you might have fucking took a bus and walked 4 miles in the snow to go pull up with somebody because they ain't had no money or they ain't had no food, and then a year later they look at you and be like, yo, I don't fuck with him. Why not? Nah, because he had posted, and you be like, so you fell out with somebody who did all that shit for you over some internet shit? That's what happens. How many people are looking to fall in with people? Most people are looking to fall out. Most people are looking to, oh, you a fuck nigga. I knew it. But how many people are looking to fall in with people? How many people are looking to say, yo, I need more camaraderie, man. I need more comrades. I need more friends. Because again, y'all are not here for me because I'm here because y'all got to give me cash apps. Y'all are not here for me because I get super chats. Y'all are not here for me because I get likes and views. People are here because they appreciate what I got to say. But cash app views, super chat is not mandatory. I'm getting to talk. I'm getting to express myself. I'm getting to display my genius in front of the world. That's the biggest thing for me. I don't have no requirements. I'm going to be me regardless. All this shit that I got bottled in, all this knowledge that I acquired, all the shit that I'm capable of doing, I just share it. It's not a big deal. I know y'all don't have it. I don't, and again, I'm not one of the people who say, well, you gave this person this and you gave this, give it to me. I don't give a fuck what you did with somebody else. That don't got nothing to do with me. It don't. That don't. If I get a cash app, I'm very much appreciative. If I get a super chat, I'm very much appreciative. But a lot of times I don't be getting shit. But it's not. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Like that's not gonna make me or break me. You know. So again, I know what a lot of people are going through because there's something in the in the atmosphere, something in the cosmos that's, it's like everybody's reading from a script. It's like everybody has the same answer, the same thoughts, everybody's reading from a script. I don't know if y'all noticed that yet. So it was times I would just sit here and say, is this shit really happening? Like everybody's okay with this? Like this is what it is? Like it seemed like everybody's reading from a script. Like everybody is what the hell is going on? How did you say that? And this person said the same thing and y'all don't know each other. Very weird to me. Very weird to me. Like how are people thinking the same that don't know each other? But it's not positive thinking. It's a script. It's something that's being implanted in the minds of people, and they don't even really realize how it's being implanted in them via the tags and the songs. You notice everybody, when they doing something on social media, they all listen to the same song. They all got the same, "It pretty was a woman." You hear all that shit. Like it's the same script. It's the same script. It's the same script. And I'm like, damn, nobody thinks for themselves. Nobody will step out of the box. Nobody's afraid to say, I don't care about that. I ain't with that shit. It's like, it's the same thing. Every person who goes on vacation got to do the drinks to hands together. They got to be on the beach. It's the same script. It's the same script. So are you doing things for your enjoyment, or are you doing things because you think you have to do this because people are going to believe that you enjoyed yourself? It's the same script. I don't follow scripts. My cousin my cousin laughed at me earlier because I said, yo, man, I don't listen to what motherfuckers tell me to do. I do what I want to do. Seriously. I'll make a U-turn, you know? I'll make a U-turn. I just do what the fuck I want to do within the rules of not harming anybody else. But I do what I want to do. I'm not following a script. I'm not going to let society, social media, or feeble-minded people indoctrinate me with shit that's bullshit. It's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. I know that I could come on YouTube at any given time and get 1,000,000 views at any given time. Any given time, because I know what people want to hear. I know what to talk about. But I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to follow no script. Because the shit that people are doing is what's leading to what we're talking about tonight. Self-sabotage. You thinking that you have to live up to a standard of people who don't even live up to the standard, or they did a shortcut that you're not allowed to do, or you can't do, or you don't have the means to do. So now you feel inadequate and you're not doing what you need to do, and you're not living up to your potential because you're looking at other people that cheated. You're looking at other people who had a shortcut. You're looking at other people who had help. Some of us don't have help. Some of us come from poor families. Some of us don't come from two-parent homes. Some people don't come from a family structure. So when we get a family structure, we hold on to it. We latch on to it. But people who come from a family structure, they like, oh, it ain't no big deal. But shit, I never been in a house with a mother and a father. So of course I'm gonna be like, oh shit, you got a mother and a father? So with me, I'm just into doing what the fuck I gotta do. And I know what I gotta do for me. What I gotta do might not help you. What I gotta do, you don't gotta see what I gotta do. Also, you don't know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. So yesterday when I'm in here and I'm like, yo, I'm about to hit these 400 push-ups and 100 dips. I do it and I tell y'all sometimes for motivation, but I ain't doing that shit because I have to prove something to people. See, why would I be looking for validation from strangers? And that's the shit too, where it happened. People are looking for validation from strangers. You're looking for validation from people who are gonna say you ain't shit anyway. Regardless what you do, what did Tupac say? They're gonna hate you for whatever you do. That's just reality. I know that. So I don't be looking for validation. People say shit, I'll be like, man, fuck your mother. Fuck you. Because you could have kept scrolling. You want my attention. Yo, you could have kept scrolling. But you stopped to say something. You want my personal attention. Sometimes I'm going to entertain you. Sometimes I'm going to keep scrolling. But one thing you're not going to do, I'm not going to let your thoughts, your ways and actions stop me from being me, stop me from reaching my full potential. And I don't like doing shit out of being spiteful and feeling like I got to get revenge too. Because some people be like, yeah, watch. I used to have a partner that I used to be around, and he used to always say, yo, I can't wait to shit on niggas. I'm a shit on niggas. I can't wait. And I used to be like, so your motivating purpose for doing things is to shit on people? What happens if you run out of people to shit on? Now you start, you know what happens. Listen, you know what a bottom feeder is? Some people are bottom feeders. I know you try to help them, but they're bottom feeders. They are bottom feeders. A bottom feeder is like a crab, shrimp, catfish. You know, the things that dwell in the bottom of the ocean or the tank. They eat all the waste, all the shit. Some people, that's how some people are. They're bottom feeders. You are not a bottom feeder. So what they have to do, they have to feed off of your waste. If you don't give them waste, then they can't feed. So they try to literally knock the shit out of you. Because that's how they're going to eat, right? But when you remove yourself from bottom feeders, what do? They got to feed off each other. So a lot of times I just be sitting back watching motherfuckers feed off each other. Because I'm like, yo, I just removed myself from that shit. Because if I was the problem, if I was the one who was fucking everything up, if everything was my fault, okay, so I removed myself. So let's see who y'all blame now. You see them start pointing at each other. You ever seen that meme of the Spider-Mans pointing at each other, or the last Spider-Man that came out, all of them was Spider-Man? That's just where we at. But one thing I'm not gonna do, I got my eye on the prize. I know what I want out of this. I know what I want out of myself, and I know what I expect from myself. And I can't let anything stop me from that. I can't let anybody stop me from that, because people are showing you every day that they're not for you. And you be surprised who it don't listen, it don't matter what you did for anybody. It don't matter. It don't matter. You could bring a motherfucker a Sunday and they say, where the cherry at? You could have fucking drove 10 miles for a damn Sunday. And they'll say, where the cherry? And you say, well, they didn't have cherries. And they say, well, it ain't no Sunday then. You're like, damn, you know what the fuck I went through to get you this? They don't care. They don't care. In the minds of people, everybody is replaceable. I can do this without you. I don't need nobody. And what you do, you let that shit get to you, and that's a part of your self-sabotage. You got to stop letting people be able to control your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, and your spirit, because they're so fucking evil. That's what they want to do. And they play happiness. They play all this shit. And when you think about it, you see motherfuckers, ladies, you might have your child's father, your children's father, you know, he might get with a new woman and now he act like he's in heaven. Well, you was the new woman at that point, and that woman, you was in heaven at one point, and that shit turned to hell. So again, just time is the biggest teacher of everything. Time, we're not gonna beat time. Time is gonna be. And one thing that we can't do is we can't listen. A bum is gonna be a bum. I told y'all this. A dusty motherfucker gonna be dusty. You can't clean them up. They lived in the filth so long. Some people have been broke longer than they have money. You think that they're going to start acting like they eat caviar every day? No, that motherfucker gonna go get him some oodles and noodles every chance he get. He don't give a fuck how much money he got. He's going to self-sabotage. So is you just really breaking yourself out of habits, breaking yourself out of thoughts, breaking yourself out of processes that you're used to, but they could be harming you. So you have to break yourself out of shit. You have to say, you know what? No, this has been harming me. This is no good for me. You know what I like to do? I ain't gonna cap. Call me petty. Call me petty. I know people get really mad at this shit, but I like to just block people on social media. I just block you on everything. I do. If you an ex, we don't get along. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck you. I'll block you on everything. I'll block your number. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck you. I'm not going to sit around so you could kick me in my ass every day. And at the same time, I don't think that you deserve to see me happy, because you was watching me sad. You watched me sad. And you knew I was sad. And you were a part of my sadness. And you didn't want to rectify that. You were happy with me being sad. So when I'm happy, you don't deserve to see that. People be like, oh no. No, fuck you. If it's fuck me, then it's fuck you. Now let's see who fuck is more long-standing and withstanding. Fuck you. Because it's either I say fuck you or I turn green. I don't think you want that. I don't think nobody wants that. So if I'm going to go away and tiptoe, let me tiptoe away. Because if I stand, we're going to shake the fucking ground. And then everybody's going to be like, what the hell happened? But you tell people, don't fuck with you. And they fuck with you and they So you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. You got to know when to move away. And you have people who are doing shit to fuck. Yo, it's people that you never did anything to. They're just going to fuck you off. It's just what it is. You know, not to bring it up, but I mean, you know, Mano had fucking Troy Ave chain for 7 years. Like, that didn't prove anything to us. That didn't show us, like, what the fuck? He had he took a picture with the dude the next day. Yo, we friends, we buddies. But he had his chain for 7 fucking years. Think about it. Fucking had his chain for 7 years. So how cool were y'all? So the next day when you took the picture and you were saying how cool y'all was, you knew you had his fucking chain. You might have had his chain in your pocket when y'all took the picture. This is what I'm saying. So nothing shocks me or surprises me anymore. It's just more of a, oh no, not you. And one thing that I don't do, I try not to expose people. I let time expose them because they're going to expose themselves. Again, an individual's going to be who they are. No matter if you stink, you can't put cologne or perfume on stink. You can't even put new clothes on stink. If you're a stink motherfucker, new clothes doesn't cover the smell, nor does cologne or perfume. You stink. So a lot of people stink. And no matter what they try to do to cover up the stench, you stink. And your stink is going to come out. Whether it's your attitude that stink, whether it's your person, whether it's your spirit, whether it's your mentality, that shit is going to come out. It's going to come out. So you could mask it. You could play. You could come before the people. You could smile. You can do all that shit. But that stink shit is going to come out. You can't mask that with nothing. You can temporarily mask it. It's some women that stink. And you see them, they're beautiful. And they take their clothes off and you be like, what the fuck is going on around here? Like, what's happening? It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I realized dealing with so many bozos that a bozo is gonna bozo eventually. Yo, it's only a matter of time for they can't even help it. You just gonna see them one day and you're gonna look down at their feet and you be like, what the fuck you got on bozo shoes for? Because they've been wearing bozo shoes. They just took them off to appease you. They just have them in the closet to appease you, but they got like 4 or 5 pairs of bozo shoes. The Pumas and the Yeezys was for you, but they rather wear bozo shoes. It's like a woman being a whore. She wasn't a whore for you. She was the good, wholesome woman. But when you're not around, you think they're going to be good and wholesome? No, they're going to be a whore. Some dudes are just pieces of shit. Some dudes are rolling stones. You think he going to settle down with you? He's going to be what he's going to be. He's going to settle down for a little while, then he's going to be what he's going to be. The fucking tiger is going to bite you. They say, oh, the tiger went crazy. I love that Chris Rock shit. He said, the tiger went crazy. No, the tiger went tiger. He was crazy when he was riding a fucking tricycle. If you could make a tiger ride a tricycle, that's fucking crazy. When he's biting people, that's not crazy. He's a tiger. So when you train your mind to what you got to do and what you know you need to do, you're not crazy. It's what you need to do. You crazy when you procrastinate. You crazy when you self-sabotaging. God damn, I shouldn't be doing this. God damn, I need to do this. And you're not doing it. That's when you're fucking crazy. That's when you're dealing with your mental illness and you are disturbing your own peace. Don't do it. And don't allow nobody else to do it. I remember when I used to play hooky. I hated school. Oh my God. I dropped out of school. I just didn't like to go to school. And I was a gifted student too. But I just was like, man, fuck this shit, man. None of this shit got nothing to do with what I want to do in my life. None of this shit got nothing to do with what I want to accomplish. I don't want to go to school. And I remember we be on our way to school and I'd be like, yo, man, I don't like my shoelaces, man. We should just start. Let's just start fresh next month. We could just go to new semester. I knew I wasn't going to fucking school. I knew I was full of shit. But I used to self-sabotage and I used to fucking encourage other people. Yo, let's not go to school. But Monty was good, bro. Like, yo, let's not go to school. We got beef up there. Them Decepticon niggas is up there. Let's not go. Now that I look back later on in life, I say, damn, should I have gone to school?
Nah, fuck that.
I didn't want to go to school. There's a difference between schooling and education. Schooling is the process. Education is what you learn and you acquire and you be able to use. Schooling is the, like being taught, but it's more the formality of getting up and going to lunch and third period. And that's what schooling is to me. But anyway, you gotta protect your peace. You gotta protect yourself. Nobody's going to protect you. You might have, what's up? You might have a real good homie, a friend, or somebody that's going to tell you, tighten up. Most of the time, people are happy with seeing you crash in the fucking wall. They're happy with that. They're happy with you fucking up because a lot of times they're so fucked up. And if you fucked up with them, they're like, hey, well, what about you? I'm not like that. I'm one of them. I'm that friend that's calling you and saying, yo, man, get the fuck up. Come on, man. We got to do this shit. Pinky, we're trying to take over the world every day. And you have to be your biggest critic. If you criticizing yourself and you you your own critic, you don't have to worry about nobody else criticizing you because you know what you need to do. And before I close out, think about this, right? It'll be a person in the gym that's obese. And the obese person in the gym, strangely, people laugh at that person. You say, yo, who was this fat ass dude in the gym? And I always say, yo, but he was in the gym though. Like he was trying. Like you don't see something good with that? Like, what's funny about the person in the gym? Because I'd rather see them in the gym than in Dunkin' Donuts with a goddamn a 12-pack of donuts eating them. They're trying. When I was 300 pounds, one of the first things that I did was I got a bike. I love pedal bikes. I got a bike, and I remember riding my bike, and people was like, well, you on a bike. I'm like, so when I was taking a cab down the block, or when I was doing certain things, that wasn't fucking funny? You didn't say, damn, you taking a cab a block away. You didn't say that then? But now that I'm riding a bike, trying to get to and fro by riding a bike, also getting exercise, that shit is funny to you? And if you let it fuck with you, it's going to fuck with you. When people say negative shit, if you let it fuck with you, it's gonna fuck with you. Me, I love pedal bikes. Listen, Brooklyn is one of the best places to ride a bike, truthfully. One of the best places you could ride. They gave us bike lanes. I love it. Do Prospect Park twice. I used to ride my bike 22 miles every day. I used to ride my bike from where I lived at Atlantic Terminals to Seagate. Far as fuck. But I loved it. And then once people seen the change that I was doing because I changed my mind and my body changed, people started saying, yo, when you go on bike riding again? I need to get a bike. Oh, no, the shit was funny. It was funny. It was funny. Remember you laughed? I always tell y'all the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. Everything that I do, everything that I'm innovative in, people never understand it. People never get it. You know, the people was telling me at one point in my life that I shouldn't do Seagate, Coney Island. I used to ride my bike from the terminals where I met you, where we first met at, by the Barclays all the way to Seagate. Dead ass serious. Straight down Ocean Avenue. You know, it's a flat, so you could just pedal your ass off. Do the whole boardwalk all the way to Seagate. But anyway, yeah, I just was on one because it was that determination that many of us have, but we don't utilize it. We don't utilize that determination that all of us have because the self-sabotage, the thing that's bothering you. But how could something so small you make so big? And a lot of times you make it big in your head because it ain't even really as big as you think. And even if it is, what the fuck can you do about it anyway? All you're gonna do is just drive yourself crazy thinking about it. You know, you're gonna lose your hair is gonna turn gray, your teeth gonna get loose. You're doing that shit to you. Nobody gives a fuck. You know, some people take joy in saying, look how I got him. Yo, she's stressed out. Or he's stressed out. Look. They take pride in that shit. They take pride in knowing that they can fuck with you. So sometimes they're doing it to fuck with you. What happens when you're not the ammunition anymore? What happens when you remove yourself from that shit and you say, well, I don't give a fuck? Then the little thing that they got dissolves. The little reason for him posting his car every day is going to dissolve because it can't bother you. You're not bothered by it. You don't give a fuck. Yo, listen. You'd be surprised certain shit. You would be surprised. And I know if I said certain shit to y'all be like, what? Yeah, it's like that. But this is just where we at. I'm not saying it's an individual. I just think it's the climate. I just think we're in a very disloyal, I want my peace, meme copying climate. I think that's just where we are. I think that people think they're following a script. I think everybody's following a script. Everybody's following a script. And I'm just not a part of the script. You know why? Because I am the director, the producer, the actor in my movie. I control my movie. And whoever I want in my movie, I have in my movie. And if I don't want you in my movie anymore, you get removed. And one thing I don't like when people get removed from my movie, people always want to ask me, well, what happened with you and her? Or, where your homeboy at? Or, yo, didn't y'all have this together? Well, it was time for them to leave my movie because I yelled cut. And they still was acting and I'm not acting. This is my movie. Anything that I create is my movie. It's mine. And I have the right to have whoever I want in my movie. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. And it has nothing to do with, my feelings or anything. But again, don't do some shit to me. And then when I react, everybody's like, oh, what happened? No. It's a reaction. It's a reaction. See, I unplug from this shit. I really do. I unplug from this shit. When I unplug, I take me a nice nap. I don't watch television. Sometimes, I work out. And sometimes I just really sit in a state of euphoria where I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I start, the only problem that I do have, and I got to do better on this, I be holding other people responsible for people's actions, but I realize people don't control people. Because me, I come from the G-checking era. I come from, yo, what the fuck y'all doing? That's where I come from. I come from, yo, what the fuck are y'all, yo, what y'all niggas in here doing, man? Yo, who did this? This is where I come from. You know what I'm saying? This is where I come from. I come from G-checking, but I now realize that people let anything go. People let shit ride and they just watch the movie. They just watch the crash. They watch the burn, and it's entertainment. And they sit there and they talk about each other and they be like, you seen with such and such? I knew that shit wasn't going to work. Yeah, they tried to get their little business. Yeah, I seen them doing their little eyelash business. I knew it wasn't going to work. When they might have had the knowledge to say, oh no, the lashes, you get them from here. They got them here. They got them at AliExpress or Alibaba or something like that. But they won't do that. They'll let them go somewhere else and look for them to crash and burn just to have content. Everybody's content now. I don't know if you know that. Everybody is content. All this shit is content. And to me, I'm not fucking content. Everything is not content. Everything is not content. There was so much shit I was supposed to do. I got an unboxing of my Mac in here. I got an unboxing of I was supposed to do an unboxing of my Galaxy. I'm like, man, that shit ain't content, man. I don't feel like doing that. But now everything is content. There's no more confidence. There is no more secrecy. There is nobody that when a motherfucker say between me and you, good luck with that shit. You know why? Because everybody got something they trust, right? So you told me, right? You told me because you trust me. But I trust him, and he trusts him, and he trusts him, and he trusts her. So before you know it, everybody knows, right? So, but you just told me. But I told somebody who I could trust, who trusts somebody else. Just because you trust me, that don't mean I trust you back. Amir Prescott, thank you for the being a super supporter. It ain't just because you trust me, that don't mean I trust you back. Like, yeah, we only trust each other. Everything is out in the open. Expect the unexpected. But again, you knowing these things, you have to find a coping mechanism, because if you let it bother you, it will. Expect the unexpected. We've seen zombie movies, right? The thing about the zombie movies that I be taking from, because I be not on no spooky crazy shit, but I be on some esoteric shit sometimes, right? And I always look for the meaning of it. Like, what is this about? Like, okay, I know what they showing us, but what is this really about? And the zombie movie is what? Don't get bit by the zombie. Right? That's the thing. No, don't get bit. Because if you get bit, you're going to turn into the zombie. Look how many motherfuckers in them zombie movies be getting bit and sit right amongst the people trying to hide they bite. That's how I look at this shit now. So many people are bit, but they sit right amongst me trying to hide they bite. They done got bit. And they sit amongst you trying to hide they bite. And they act like they regular, but every now and again, you see them changing and shit, then one day they just like... And you be like, the fuck is wrong with him? That nigga got bit, and you just didn't know it. That's how I look at this shit now. So it ain't them. It's how you cope with that shit, and you knowing that they're bit, and then you self-sabotage because it fuck with your mental illness, and I mean not your mental illness, your mental, because you're like, hold on, you got bit? They knew they was fucking bit. They knew they was bit. Listen, motherfucker got bit. You say, yo, listen, you got bit. We got to cut your arm off. I'm telling you, I love zombie movies. I love horror as a genre. Yo, you got bit. We got to cut your arm off. This motherfucker don't want to lose an arm. And he rather risk everything. You rather risk everything to turn into a fucking ghoul. People are bit. They're bit with the bullshit bug. They're bit. People are bit. Look how people, when the Reezy was out here, how people were just looking at motherfuckers. Listen, I'm telling y'all, this is how deep this shit is, because I don't know if it's pre-pandemic or after. I think it's pre we was going into something, after we definitely in it, right? So just think about how we looked at one another. This is where the mistrust started. This is where the fuck everybody shit started, right? Think about this, right? Motherfucker be like this. And you be like, did that nigga cough? That nigga coughed. Yo, that nigga coughing too much for me. That's how that shit was. So you automatically was like, yo, I don't trust nobody. Motherfuckers is coughing. This what happened now. Now we're at a time where motherfuckers is hiding they cough. Motherfuckers sneeze. This is where we are. Everybody has an agenda that they have that's hidden. You couldn't cough, you couldn't sneeze, you couldn't you couldn't do that shit, because motherfuckers is like, yo, what's wrong with your throat? You sure how long you been feeling like that? You got a temperature? This is what they did. This is what the fuck they did to each other. So now we're living in the remnants of that. We're living in the remnants of, yo, I ain't trying to catch that shit and die. Because remember, everybody was on some every man for theyself. You ain't coming to the crib. If you got it, your ass is going into isolation and you going to go away by yourself. That shit caused distance with us mentally and physically. So now we fell into, I ain't trying to die like that. So it made motherfuckers expendable. Anybody who caught it, when you was in quarantine, that was the most loneliest shit you probably ever experienced in your life. That you can't even. I never felt that lonely in my life. Seriously, I developed some loneliness shit from being in quarantine. Amir Prescott, thank you. So this is just where we at. So now we have the leftovers from that, and everybody's still on some. That motherfucker coughing. You sneeze, something wrong with your throat. Because everybody is like, yo, I got to do what I got to do. There ain't no more camaraderie no more. And you know this. This is all I'm telling you this for. You know this. You know it. You want to stop people from hitting that wall. That wall ain't going nowhere. They could not hit the fucking wall. But they're going to hit the wall and they want to hit the wall. What the fuck can you do? You see a motherfucker be sniffling. You like, that better be coke. Because I know you ain't got the sniffles up in here. How long you been sniffling? You think we was... Niggas was in cars by themselves with masks on. Just really think about this. Yo, we was going outside dressed like fucking astronauts. We was really dressed like astronauts. Outside. And that shit developed something, did something to our psyche. It did something to, yo, nah. I can't fuck with nobody. Because I fuck with you, but I ain't willing to catch that shit and die miserable like you. So if you caught that shit, yo, I feel bad for you, but I'm not dying with you. And that was the separation of all of us. That was the separation of all of us. When motherfuckers was like, yo, I ain't dying with you. Fuck that. That's where it started. Motherfuckers don't, you can't. Niggas was in the crib spraying water bottles with fucking, with Lysol and shit. I bet you y'all ain't even got no hand sanitizer no more. I bet you don't got no hand sanitizer. Where your hand sanitizer at? Remember you had like fucking 80 bottles? I figured out how to make it on this channel. I did a DIY of hand sanitizer. Now motherfuckers is back to eating fucking hairy chicken wings in the street, straight out the Chinese restaurant. You ain't wash your hands or shit no more. But that shit started a shitstorm of every man for himself, every woman for themselves. And when that shit started, that's why we're fucked right now. That's why we're into fucking with ourselves. That's why we can't really move forward, because we're just sitting here waiting for something to happen, but you're not grabbing the bull by the horns. I used to always say, listen, man, if the bull rushed me, I'm going to grab it, slam the bull on the ground and make some cheeseburgers. I don't even eat that shit, but I'm not going to lose. One thing about me, I know overall I'm not going to lose. Sometimes I'm in a little shooting slump, but I know I'm not going to lose. I wasn't put here to lose. I didn't come this far to come this far. I didn't get here to lose. One thing I'm not going to do, though, is allow people to make me lose. I'm not going to allow people to make me second guess myself to where I'm thinking from the standpoint of a loser. I already won, right? All I have to do is get my fucking trophy and drink my sparkling cider. I already won. But see, when you already won, it's people that try to make you believe that they're a loser. But you always got to look at people and say, well, what the fuck did you accomplish? Because when I start putting accomplishments on the wall, you don't got no trophies. You don't got no accolades. You don't have shit. So what you're doing now, you're deflecting from you to me. Now you're trying to make me feel less about myself because you know you ain't shit. And that's really what it's all about. And then if you believe it, you start self-sabotaging your shit. You say, well, it don't matter anyway. They say I got a dead YouTube. I might as well not even do this. My YouTube is dead, or, nobody want to do interviews with me. You start believing shit. But the people who's saying that shit, well, what the fuck did you ever do? What did you ever accomplish? You know what I'm saying? No, you don't get no awards for keeping it real. There's no prize for being real. It's just within you. The issue is you got people who act like they keep it real, but they're fucking fake. And that issue is with them. Imagine waking up in the morning, looking in the mirror and just know that you're a piece of shit. You don't want to be a piece of shit. But again, a bozo is gonna bozo. If Ronald McDonald didn't have that orange hair, if Ronald McDonald, if they changed his hair color and took him out the fucking clown suit, is that Ronald McDonald anymore? They can't rebrand Ronald McDonald and put him in a fucking business suit and give him a flap top or some shit. He's a fucking clown. Okay? He's a clown. If he wasn't a clown, he's not Ronald McDonald. That's how I look at a lot of shit. I be like, yo, nigga is who the fuck he is. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I tried with certain people. I tried with certain women. I tried with shit. Some motherfuckers just ain't shit. They think they shit because people are able to, short term, people are able to gauge. But, the bozo gonna bozo. It's like, think about I don't even know how to say it. A transmission person. The high voice is bullshit. The high voice is bullshit. You don't think after a while they ain't gonna be like,
yo, what's cracking?
It's in you. That's your fucking voice. So you could do that high shit all you want. You practice the high shit. It's going to be a point where you be like,
damn, it's hot as a motherfucker in here.
That's your voice. You can only suppress it for so long. I don't give a fuck what you got. You could get all that shit. You could do that high Michael Jackson shit. You could do that lady's voice. But you have a deep-ass voice. And it's only a matter of time for that deep-ass fucking voice come out. You can suppress it for so long. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes time teaches you. Time is the biggest teacher. Only issue is we don't have time. We don't have time. King of Zamunda, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Wow, sorry to hear that. I ain't been triggered by the chat in a while. But I think you're getting on my nerves. Because I think you're just misconstruing anything I'm saying. And that's another thing that y'all, with some people, you don't use discernment. You take what you want to take and then you run with it. And I want to ask people, all the shit that I say, all the information that I give people, look what you extract. All the shit I say sometimes just goes completely over people's head and they just zero in one thing and want to argue with me. Manny Rock, thank you for the thing. You just zero in on some shit and then you just want to just live with that. I'm like, God damn, I've been here talking for a fucking hour, giving you information. This ain't no fucking doctrine. This ain't no script. This ain't nothing in front of me. I'm not talking about no sensationalized shit. I'm talking about fucking life. I'm talking about real shit. I'm talking from here. This ain't no fake shit. This is how I live my life. This is how, when people ask me, well, how are you able to do this? Well, it's the way I think. It's the way I program myself. It's the way I process. That's how I'm able to do shit. That's how I'm able to accomplish shit. That's how I tell myself, no, fuck that. You got to do this and you got to do that. And then I carry it out through my ways and actions. That's what I do. That's how I do shit. So people always hit me, yo, I want to start a YouTube. Yo, I want to do this. Okay, you think by me telling you how to do something, you're going to be able to do it? You're saying you want to do it, but how come you didn't start? You starting with me and you're going to stop with me. So you're self-sabotaging your shit. Because if I say, no, fuck you, then he don't do nothing for the community. He don't want to help one. Both hand wash the other. Both hand wash the face. But I don't want your fucking one hand wash. I don't want your hand washing my hand. And you ain't washing my face. So that one hand wash the other, both hand wash the face shit, fuck that saying, fuck that slogan, dead that. because you're not washing my hand and you're not washing my face. I got two hands. I'm going to wash both of my hands and I'm going to wash my face. So one hand wash the other, one hand wash the face. Miss me with that shit. I always hated that shit. I couldn't wait to shit on that slogan. And this is the opportune time to do that. Miss me with that shit. Because if I'm not this, if this person is that, then how come you don't go to them? How come I got so many DMs of people I want to learn how to start a podcast? Why don't you go to the people that you hold in high regard? You don't hold me in high regard, so go to them. But that's that slick shit, because I'm a person who comes off as a people person, a person that want to help. So then they say, well, I'm just going to use him and then fuck with him. Nah, fam. That's equivalent to when you got money, you want to go buy some motherfucking high grade weed, but when you ain't got no money, you want credit from me. Fuck you. Because I ain't worth your money, I'm worth credit. I got to give you credit, so I just gave you something for nothing. Ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, when you rewire the way you think, you reprogram your mind to certain shit, and you realize the time, place, and the climate you in, that shit hurt. I'm gonna tell you, that shit hurt. Betrayal hurt. Nothing hurts more than betrayal, because you don't know how to process betrayal. Betrayal, you get into fight or flight. Most of the time, me being a Brooklyn dude, I get into fight. When I get betrayed or I get shitted on, I'm like, yo, hold on, nah, fuck that. But then I gotta say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock. Because I know you can't put up this act for too long. The act is, you don't star in your movie. You don't direct your movie. Your whole shit is based off somebody else. And when they yell cut,
that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
This is me. This ain't no fucking act. I don't know how to portray anything. I'd rather just not come on here. I'd rather just sit in my crib. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's what I'm saying too, even as from our people. Oh, we got to look out for each other. The community. Well, where the fuck is the community at? Because I don't know where the community resides. Does the community have an address? Can somebody give me the address of the community? Where's the community at? Because if you in motherfucking Wichita and I'm in Brooklyn, how is that the fucking community? What you do don't affect me directly, and what I do don't affect you directly. Now, we have a virtual community, but shit, I don't see likes. I don't see shares. I don't see people in the room. But if I had a title, Troy Ave just got the shit beat out of him, it'll be fucking 2,000 people in here. So again, I know what I'm dealing with. I always know what I'm dealing with. One thing about me, I told y'all about my chess game. I play the game of life. Chess is the game of life. I'm already pieces ahead of people. Listen, I always ask people, do they play chess? And when they say no, got them. I promise you. Yo, you play chess? You know how to play chess? They be like, nah, you can't fuck with me then. You cannot fuck with me. You cannot fuck with me. You don't play chess, you can't fuck with me, because I already know how you think. I already know how you think. I know it's people who play chess, as soon as they lose their queen, they don't even want to play no more. I say, damn, nigga, you lost your bitch and you quit? Oh, so that says a lot about you. I used to remove my queen off the board. You 2 moves up. I don't need that. I'm just telling y'all, listen, if you fall off, get back on. You get off track, get back on track. You stagnant, stop bullshitting. That's really it. That's how we just sum all this shit up. Stop bullshitting. You don't have time. Let all those other people think they have time to play. That's on them. But you don't have time. Stop bullshitting. And a lot of things, yo, listen, it hurt like hell. That shit hurt. But you know what? You gonna be all right because you don't have no choice. You think motherfuckers give a fuck if you hurt or you in pain or you bothered? People don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, motherfuckers was looking at you. If you coughed, they was like, yo, this nigga's we about to put this motherfucker in the room, and if he dies, he dies. On some fucking Drago shit. If he dies,
he dies.
So if you've been around that and you seen that happening, what the fuck make you think people care about you? So again, the biggest killer of every dream is procrastination. Are you fucking yourself up? or is somebody doing it to you, or are you looking for somebody to blame for your mishap? Because whether you did it or you didn't, you can't blame nobody. Think about it, right? The shot you didn't take, you still missed. Might as well shoot the fucking ball. The shot you didn't take, you still missed. You might as well shoot. Fuck it. You'd rather shoot it and say, yo, I missed, than to say, damn, I wonder if I would have hit it. Yeah, with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share. Follow Doggie Diamonds TV on Instagram too. Doggie Diamonds TV on Instagram. Everything is in the description box. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy to be here. It's the new day. We done crossed over from midnight to now. I holla. Peace.
Tiptoe. Info.